Years go by, generations of cars change, but some things do not change. The diesel S-Class is our everything. Do not be surprised. Buyers of S-Class in the secondary market are primarily looking for diesel versions. That is, since you decided to save on a purchase, then saving on gas stations is required by default. Therefore, diesel W222s are expensive, but they are quickly sold out. So, Daimler engineers seem to have heard the wishes of such customers and offer them a miracle, an S-Class with a hybrid power plant and a diesel engine. The idea looks amazing. An economical internal combustion engine is assisted by an electric motor. Super! If you tax on such an S-Class, the profit will be cosmic. And just for traveling, this is what you need: 7.5 seconds to hundreds and an average consumption of 6.2 liters/100 kilometers. And most importantly, from the outside it is still the same 222nd Mercedes with the proud designation S300 Blue Tech Hybrid. Of course, this is sarcasm. Daimler doesn't want to hear about any used car buyers. The hybrid version is designed for use in European cities. Cheap, economical, environmentally friendly. So it seems at first glance, it's unlikely that the uninitiated knows that under the hood is an OM 651 inline 4. Between diesel and 7-speed. An electric motor is installed automatically. This is a starter generator that takes and supplies energy to a separate lithium-ion battery. It fits under the hood behind the left wheel arch. The main thing is not to save money, but the electrical part of the hybrid power plant is not a gift. Her situation is sad. There are a lot of glitches, up to the complete blackout of the car and the need to replace the expensive traction battery. You can fly in the amount with 4 zeros. In foreign currency, of course, not in rubles. While such a hybrid was under warranty, the owner in Europe had nothing to be sad about. Well, the car sits for a week at the service station, and the owner takes a taxi. But if the Hybrid S asks for a battery replacement outside the European Union, it will most likely turn into real estate for a long time. But there is a way out. Until 2017, the W222 was equipped with an excellent turbodiesel V6 OM 642, an excellent motor, known any club service. It drives cheerfully, energetically, and economically. Overall, great. It doesn't have many problems at all. For the 2017 model year, that V6 was replaced with an all-new turbodiesel, the OM 656 inline 6. There is no need to remember BMW now, because Mercedes has an even longer history of inline 6-cylinder diesel engines. The OM 656 engine has an alloy cylinder block, cast iron cylinder walls and steel pistons to withstand fuel injection loads of up to 2,500 bar. Double supercharging with classic ones, i.e. gas turbines. The exhaust camshaft of this diesel is tricky. At low loads, the Camtronic system increases the opening phases of the exhaust valves so that hot exhaust gases return through them to the combustion chambers. In the comments, you often ask specifically about the reliability of the OM 656 motor. So the camshaft cams wear out on it, sometimes the cam couplings jam, at the same time the rockers burst and the electromagnetic actuators that shift the couplings fail. At the same time, an extremely unpleasant knock appears. Camshaft and rockers need to be replaced. The 222 had no other turbodiesels. The Mercedes W222 has a huge selection of gasoline engines, from S400 to S650 and, of course, S65. The actual working volume of gasoline engines is from 3 to 6 liters. At the top of the range is the twin-turbo V12. If you are not a diesel fan, then we will immediately recommend you the most reliable and completely self-sufficient M276 engine. It is installed on the S400 and S450 versions. V6 3.0 or 3.5 liters. But the 3-liter version is more powerful and has more traction because equipped with turbocharging. Therefore, the 3-liter version drives more fun. The affordable S400 Maybach is equipped with this engine. Petrol V6s do not have any serious problems. The first engines, with a mileage of more than 100,000 kilometers, rustled with timing chains after starting due to a slow increase in oil pressure in the hydraulic tensioners. But Daimler engineers fixed this problem. In general, the M276 engine lasts a long time, does not suffer from sudden overheating and does not lift cylinders with plasma-sprayed cast iron. By the way, in atmospheric, i.e. the 3.5-liter M276 engine has honest cast iron liners. Therefore, if you do not believe in cast iron coating, then you can choose just such a motor. The older brother of this engine is a Bitterbow V8 with the designation M278 for the 500th versions. It had the same problem with chain noise after starting, but the engineers fixed it. The cylinders of this engine are bored directly into the Aluso block. There are no liners in it from the factory. but rebuilt M278 engines have liners. And that's why this V8 is more heat-loaded, so if the owner likes sharp starts and puts the speedometer needle on the highway, then the radiators must be cleaned before the summer season. The timing chains of this engine last about 200,000 kilometers, and along with a replacement it is worth inspecting the oil pump. It happens that due to its wear, lubrication is disrupted. First of all, this, as well as overheating, leads to scuffing in the cylinders. In general, the M278 engine more often suffers from cylinder wear, and it's quite easy to run into a car with a dead engine. Otherwise, everything is fine. The turbines blow for a long time. Direct injection does not bother you if you refuel with good fuel. Since 2017, the Mercedes W222 has received new gasoline engines.